This is our very first Tauke Talk session for 2021.
Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Cindy and I'll be your host today. Welcome to Tauke Talks, a series of sharing sessions where small but mighty business owners come and actually share their motivation on why they start their business and also the story behind their journey. This sharing session is actually brought to you by RYSE, a Malaysian research and social outreach project that empowers Malaysian youth through entrepreneurship, and RYSE is supported by Citi Foundation. Okay? We believe that entrepreneurship is not only for the big high-tech company, startup company that have high technology, but also small but mighty businesses such as Epic Treat. RYSE want to showcase these stories and actually encourage young people and also show story of small local businesses persevering and still going strong despite the circumstances. So today I am happy to introduce and welcome our first Tauke of 2021, Jovie from Epic Treat. Yay! Hi Jovie.
Hi
So
everyone.
welcome to Tauke Talks, Jovi, and we're honored to have you here today. So before we go into the main session, can you share a little bit about Epic Treats?
Okay. First of all, hi everyone. Okay. Basically, Epic Treats it's local and manufacturer for pet supplements. Okay. We started off in I think 2000 and sorry, let me calculate 5 years ago lah, around 5 years ago. So what we do is we use our patented technology, okay, to do 100% meat. We do not put like bones or internal organs of fish, for example. And then we do not use the internal organs. We use the meat, 100% meat, and then we ferment them. During the fermentation
Mm.
process, I'm not sure how well most of you know about fermentation, but I'll just roughly go through. Fermentation is basically the process where you use good bacteria, or we call it enzyme, to break down the meat into smaller molecules. For example, amino acids. Amino acids is a smaller molecule of meat, and amino acids. What happens is it's when it's smaller in molecule, when after the pet consume it, it will be easily digestible. Okay, so
Mm.
Epic Treats, we have like a few products, which is salmon, beef, chicken, duck, yeah, and we use rice bran as well. The rice bran is also one of the superfood that we include in there during fermentation. So
Mm.
after that, you, as I said, with the enzyme in the food, just like us human, you drink Vitagen, Yakult. So basically, your digestive system will improve because you have probiotics in there, and then this will be beneficial to us as well as the fur kids, our pets, because in their food, when you add these probiotics, it's beneficial for their digestive system, and eventually you build up their immune system. Just like us in humans, it's the same thing. Okay, we after doing research, we found that we are able to achieve 80% more digestibility. That having said that, for example, every 100 grams the pet consume, 80% of it means 80 grams is actually absorbed. Unlike other food out there where we eat, but we don't know how many will actually being absorbed into our digestive system. So we have the advantage of that. Okay, as well as we use low molding temperature. This low molding temperature will not destroy the protein or the amino acids in the meat. Okay. Other than that, we have like natural omega-3, 6, protein, calcium that you can find in meat. Okay, all this has been broken down to a smaller molecule, like I just said. Okay, and then with Epic Treats, it's quite a unique product. Why? Because it's made from meat, and then as well as it's very natural. We do not put any chemicals or anything like that to enhance the flavor. All this comes naturally from the meat itself.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for sharing a bit about Epic Treats. So I didn't
Mm,
know that there's a lot of process that goes into, creating pet
yes.
treats and also, the importance of the quality of pet treats for pets. Could you
Mm.
share a bit about, like, let's say I'm interested to buy your products, where can I go to buy your products? A little bit more about how customers can purchase your product.
We actually currently we are doing Facebook. We also have distributors out there that has the Shopee accounts and Lazada accounts out there that is
Mm.
actually pushing our products.
Great. Okay, so if you guys are interested in actually seeing Epic Tricks product, you can actually follow them on Facebook or actually IG as well. It's shown on the screen. So it's Epic Treats for Pets. So if you're interested, you can find out more about the company and the business as well. So let us now move on. Thank you so much, Jovi, for sharing about your business. Let us now move on about the sharing session, into our sharing session. Yeah. So the first question I would like to ask you, Jovi, is what actually inspired you to actually start your own business? Maybe you can share a bit about your background, like when maybe do you have a background in business or like what kind of tell us a story on how you actually started Epic Treats.
Okay. Um, Basically, Epitrade started because we have a parent company, okay, that uses this, like just now when I mentioned, we have the patented technology, this
Mm,
fermentation technology that we have, okay, is actually from a parent company. The parent
mm,
company do and supply to animal feed, like poultry feed, okay.
mm,
So with that, we thought if poultry, if we say for poultry animals like chicken and duck, why can't we feed it to our pets?
mm,
So we asked that question to ourselves, and then we thought, yeah, maybe we can give it a try. And then we start to evaluate
mm.
the product, experiment on it, and that's where ActiTrade is born.
Okay. Can you who is the we that you've been talking about? Like, is it your business partner? Is it
Yes, my business partner.
Okay, great. Thank you. Can you share about a bit about yourself? Maybe did you always wanted to be an entrepreneur? Do you always want to start your own business, or was it something that gradually happened?
Basically, it sort of gradually happened
Mm,
because, like I said, yeah, we were I was in this parent company selling animal feed, and I thought, if it's good opportunity that we can actually feed to our own pet, which end up we found out that it has 80% digestibility, and then it has all the acids profile, it has the
mm,
necessary protein. We say, hey, why not, this is a very good product. And then we being Epic Treats, it's I'm not sure if some of you have tried the products, but it actually comes in powder. Okay,
mm,
so this powder form is easy to use as well as a food topper. You just top it on top, of the kibbles that they eat or their wet food for pets.
mm,
So top it on top, and then you just give them the extra boost for their nutrients.
mm. I see.
And then I started this also maybe because I wanted a business that can actually help the public as well as
Mm,
uh, giving a good quality natural product.
mm. Great. Thank you for sharing. Um, how about a little bit more about your feelings when you first started your whole business? We like because we don't know much about your background. Maybe you can share
Mm,
about maybe did you study business or what did you did in your parent company that led
mm.
you to Epic Treats?
Okay. I graduated with a bachelor in business. Okay,
Okay.
marketing, and then from there on, I had been in this parent company working, and after we developed Epic Trades, we
Mm,
concentrated in Epic Trades, and this entrepreneurship journey has, I must admit, is not easy. Okay,
mm,
especially our products is like don't think you can find any in the market because when we first started, it was one of the meat-based supplement that we, as a food topper, like I said, um, powder product that you can find in the market. It's
mm,
not easy to find. Okay,
Mm.
I'm not sure now if there's any out there, but we were one of the first. And having said that, with all the beneficial things that I just mentioned, we
Right.
have to go through a process where we educate our customers. There's a lot of explanation to do. You know,
Mm.
they because they haven't seen this product before. It's not like kibbles where you just throw there and then the pets can just, you know, eat and finish it.
Mm.
Or it's not like a wet food where you can just open the can and then you just feed them. For this,
Mm.
it's quite new, so we have to explain to them what are the benefits and all that. From
Yeah.
there, we found out that we have good feedbacks from our customers.
Right.
The cats, the pets showed improvements in their allergy issues, their
Mm.
skin issues, the fur issues. Okay, all this we found out is actually because of whatever that they are consuming is
Mm.
you okay. Basically, you are what you eat.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
same thing goes to pet. Same thing. We have a pet owner, a cat owner in Sarawak. Her name is Carol. Um,
Mm.
she have a cat that has I'm not sure if you heard of it. FELV is actually a leukemia in cats. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so it happened to cats quite often because it's saliva to saliva is actually, you know, it can spread that way.
Oh.
So this cat, you know, with FELV, cats usually have diarrhea,
Mm.
vomiting, then they don't have appetite to eat, or obviously lose some weight from that as well. But
Mm.
after feeding epic treats to the cat, the cat
Mm.
doesn't have much suffering, and then didn't lose much weight as well in the
Mm.
process. So it's actually a very good example and very positive for epic treats because it shows that it does help the cat, but and
Great, thank you. That's actually a good way to empathize with the customer. So what I understand from what you shared is based on your background of business, it actually helped encourage you to take the step into epic treats, and your background with your parent company actually helped also show you a business opportunity in terms of creating pet treats to help pet, change the diet, also provide quality diet food. So in that sense, thank you so much for sharing about your background. So now we'll move on to the next question, which is what were the challenges when you first started and how did you overcome those challenges?
okay, one of the main challenges, like I've just
Mm.
said, is educating the public, the customers. We
Mm.
have to explain, you know, why fermentation. People will ask, why fermentation is important. Okay,
Mm.
if you look at let's put it in simple terms. If you look at human food, okay, for
Mm.
example, the Malay, they have tempeh, yeah, it's
Mm.
fermented beans. And then for Indians, you have the roti, you know,
Mm.
that is from fermented rice. I think it's called
Mm.
thosai, yeah. And then for Chinese, you have what, soya sauce. Okay, it's all fermented food.
Mm.
Okay, fermented food actually gives it a distinctive flavor to the food, and as well as at fermentation, there is this enzyme that is really good for human.
Mm.
Even in Korea, you get kimchi, and then
Yeah.
in Japan, you get natto. So
Yeah.
all this is actually all fermented food. So this
Mm.
fermented food, you know, it's been proven throughout the centuries by our ancestors. You know, sometimes
Mm.
they ferment the thing in the, you know, in a controlled environment. Last time we just, you know, dry it, cure it somewhere in the kitchen, things like that. So we
Yeah.
use this technology. It guarantees us, you know, the quality that we get every time.
Mm.
Mm. So
Mm.
again, we have the problem when we first started was educating. We have to
Mm.
explain, we have to tell people what is it, because the knowledge on fermentation is not a lot out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so could you tell us a bit about how did you educate? Was it like you did roadshow or did you like create an infographic for your customers, or was it through social media posting? How did you actually educate your public?
Okay, yeah, we did social media posting, okay,
Mm,
as well as we before the whole pandemic strikes, we go
yeah.
to cat shows, we go to Pet Expo,
Mm,
we put our products there, we explain about the benefits of fermentation, what is so
mm,
special about epic treats. It was like more we need a on one-to-one relationship
mm,
with the customer. It was more on
right.
that. And then yeah, through all that, we overcome this difficulty lah. But now
Mm,
again, when the NCO strikes, we have to do this everything online. So yeah,
mm,
it's been quite a challenge really.
mm. Okay, yep, understandable. Thank you so much for sharing. I think from what I can understand is that the main thing is to educate, and I think, and I also can take from away from that is that Epic Treats is very consumer centric and very consumer based. A bit of question is like, how did you had a specific customer that you target when you first opened Epic Treats?
Okay, we like I said, we go to road shows and we go
Mm,
to those cat shows and all that. And then
mm,
yeah, we do have we how do I say, how do I put it? We have agents that actually do for us. They can go
mm,
to they represent us. They go to shows. They go to exhibitions, expo, and all that.
mm,
Represent us. Because like I said, we are a two-man show really. So
mm.
we need all the help we could get. So
Yeah.
yeah, we use distributors, we use agents to help us, especially in um, Eastern Malaysia, for example. So we in
Mm,
Sarawak, yeah, we have an agent there, and then we have an agent here as well. So all this
mm,
is helping us pushing
mm.
the product. Yeah, but again, it started with us giving out samples.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
we started giving out samples, and then we let them try. Then they come back to us. Live streaming
Okay.
as well. We do live streaming. Our agents, they do live streaming as well.
Okay, I understand. Great. So different channels of promoting and actually help to push your product. So it proves actually if you want to start a business, you don't have to have a lot of stuff. All you have to do is like outsource and be smart enough to
Yes.
and be innovative enough to use the resources you have in hand. So thank you so much, Jovie, for answering my question. Okay, moving on, it would be what because we talk about how the challenges you have received in when you first started your business, and now I want to understand a bit about the challenges your business is currently facing or it faced during the pandemic. Like how did you adapt during the pandemic? Because some talkies would say that during the pandemic their business actually grow, some actually don't really grow. Can you share a bit about that?
Okay. For Epic Treats, our business didn't grow much. In fact,
Mm,
it has like fallen quite a bit because we are unable to go to shows and expo and all that to explain our products. Like I said, we need like one-to-one relationship with the customer.
right,
So
right.
yeah, our sales dropped significantly.
Mm,
But then again, being food, being supplement, they have to eat anyway, right?
mm,
Um, yeah, and we have a lot of pet lovers out there. They are
right.
they are still ordering, and
Mm,
they are still still buying from us, which is our, we call it our loyal customers, which is
mm,
which is good. And at the same time, we try, we could totally understand how this, the whole pandemic affect us. So we try to give like free deliveries. Yeah,
mm,
we send things to them, and then at free of charge really. So
mm,
hopefully they keep doing giving, because like food, unlike food, supplements is something that they can stop. But the
right,
thing is, stopping supplement, you have no idea on the long term effects.
right. Mm.
Yeah, so So we would advise them to continue giving, and then then you will see the long-term effects.
Mm, okay. The challenges here is the drop of sales, but you've managed to maintain it with other like alternative and benefits for your
Yes.
customer, especially your loyal customer. Great. That's something I think business owners as well can take from that. The next question would be with the uncertainty, right, that caused by the pandemic that is still present, especially with the current MCO 2.0, how are you planning to actually help your business maintain or maybe grow in the upcoming or in this whole 2021?
During this 2021 this year, we currently are still dealing with the distributors,
Hmm.
in discussion with them on how to go about all this.
Yeah.
Online, Facebook, WhatsApp, we use whatever we can. Okay,
Right.
and then also we are at the stage where we are thinking to engage the Facebook ads as well
Mm,
to push this whole sales and products. The most important thing is that the education part we cannot stop. We have to
mm,
educate the customers on the benefits of it, so they feel more confident in buying.
mm. Right. Okay. Thank you, and I hope that you can continue to persevere with that. Moving on to something about epic treats. Can you share what is your business proudest achievement today?
Um, I guess our proudest achievement would be us withholding the technology, this fermentation technology that we have. It's basically only uh, right now, it's only to us. So we
Okay.
hold the patent. Epic Treats hold the patent. So this technology is important because,
Mm,
like I said, none in the market is doing it. Okay,
right.
none in the market is doing a meat-based supplement. So with this patented technology, we believe we can strive through this whole pandemic, and will bring us to greater heights.
Yep. Great. Thank you. So then your first achievement is having the technology that you have today for your company. Okay. So it doesn't actually
Sorry.
a business your proudest achievement is actually obtaining that technology that actually helped you create epic treats today and being the pioneer in the industry. So it shows that actually
Yes.
business don't really need to have achievement doesn't have to be based on sales. It doesn't have to be based on trophies or anything, but it can be the small little things that actually make the business who they are today. So can you also name one entrepreneur whom you admire and explain why and how they've inspired you?
Okay. One entrepreneur. I guess I will have to. I have to say that it's the entrepreneur for my parent company. Um,
Mm,
he's the one who actually guide us through all
mm,
this fermentation technology, and then he's the one who
right.
told us the benefits of fermented meat. So
Mm,
how it actually helped in the poultry, how it actually
mm,
helps in the line of feed. So from there, we got a lot of guidance from him, and
mm,
also our parent company has done the research from UPM.
mm,
So with the strong background, that's what gives us confidence to start Epic Treats.
mm. Great. Thank you. So that your parent company's founder is actually your mentor in a sense for Epic Treats.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
great. That's so nice to hear that, people are willing to help each other to actually encourage each other as well. Okay, so now the last question from me would be, do you think young people should start their own business and why?
Of course, of course, of course. Um, Businesses take up a lot of time,
Mm,
effort. okay? And if your budget permits, you can go ahead. You don't have to dream big, start big, because most of us think that you need a lot of cash, to do things. But things now, everything's on the internet, everything's on Google. You can start from there. If you don't want to pay for like company, like set up a sendirian berhad in Malaysia, set up a company in Malaysia, you can do an enterprise. By saying that, it means you don't have to pay accountants or things like that. You have to do your own bookkeeping, things like that.
Right.
They have a lot of online classes. You can learn about entrepreneurship. So you can always start from small. Especially now with the pandemic, I'm sure a lot of people realize suddenly the company is not doing well, or suddenly this product is not a necessity in the market. And then, everyone, whoever are affected, you don't have much time or effort to, you have a lot of time, and you can do something else, start your own business. Especially with young people, I think, yeah, what you need is perseverance.
Right. Great. Thank you. So if you're a young entrepreneur or you want to start a business, right? I think that what Jovie said is really true. That you don't have to start thinking that you have to. A business doesn't have to be big. It can be small and it can be micro, but it can also be impactful. Like Epic Treats, um, business strategy to help pets. Thank you so much, Jovie. These are all the questions for me. And now we'll just move forward to our Q&A session, where we'll be answering the questions that you as participant have submitted and or have pre-submitted. All right, so let's just see the first question that people have sent in. So any tips, Joey, any tips on how to manage a small business whilst having other responsibility, such as school or a full-time job?
Start with entrepreneurship, okay? Start slow. I think as as for time issues, everyone has to sacrifice something, have to sacrifice some time out, But I would advise you do something out of your own interest, or else you wouldn't have the motivation to do it. For example, if you love food, okay, you like to journey off or travel far away from your city, like from KL, you go all the way to Malacca for good food. You're a person who loves food, then go into food business. Do something like that. Or if you go where your interest is, then you will go a longer way.
Right. Great. Thank you. So do what you're passionate in order to survive the entrepreneurship journey. Yeah. So the next question for the participant would be, how do you actually conquer the fear of failure? Because starting off as a new business, how do you break through that fear?
I guess all this is just the way you think. We try to stay positive. Everyone has to have to stay positive nowadays. We try and think positively. Like for example, Epic Traits. When we first started, we don't know if people can accept it or not. Being a food topper, it maybe some people would say, hey, it's an extra work for me. It's an extra job for me. I just open the canned food, then that's it. Now I have to do another, another work for him to put it as a food topper, things like that. So but for Epic Traits, we have the mentality where we want to go out there and tell people that there are such options as good quality product at reasonable price, which actually helps the pets to be healthier. We want to help. We don't just want to sell. We want to tell the world out there that you can get good quality products. You can get natural food. you can feed your pet, better option, things like that. We use this passion as our motivation to go on.
Mm.
So
Right.
it's all in your mindset. If your mindset is on the right path, you believe in it, you
Mm.
go for it.
Right. Great. Okay, so that's a good tip. Like, so your mindset actually really shapes your business. And for Epic Treats personally, they themselves are so mission and vision driven. So then that's why they continue to persevere. I think another thing, Jovi, you can help share is a participant actually asked the question, which actually ties in with the previous question. What kind of mindset do you think an entrepreneur needs?
uh, I think I just answered that,
Yeah.
right?
So to
Yeah.
perseverance, right? Mm.
Yes, and positive mindset, really positive. You don't expect to have a profit, for the first few months. If you
Mm.
do, it's good. It's a bonus. Take it
Right.
that way. Yeah. If you don't, don't be let off. As long as you
Mm.
believe that your products is actually helping people, is actually giving a better options out there for pet owners, for example,
Mm.
go for it. Yeah, but don't expect profitability, like, in a few
Mm.
months or things like that.
Right. Right. So celebrate every milestone as an entrepreneur. Okay, so the next question would be from the participant, how to approach potential customers remotely.
Like I said, for us to achieve customer, just through Facebook, Instagram, and all that. Yeah, and
Mm.
of course, we do encourage them to always give us their feedback. The
Mm.
is either using photos, WhatsApp, messenger,
Mm.
anything like that, that it can actually, let us know the pets feedback,
Mm.
how the pets react, because pets, it's like us human, really. We have, like I said, we have salmon, we have beef, we have duck,
Mm.
we have chicken,
Mm.
we have our limited edition tuna, then things
Yep.
like that. The 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 the, the, the pets, when they try duck and they don't like it, doesn't mean they don't
Mm.
like any other flavors.
Right.
Yeah, we give them options to choose. So with these options, we can better tell, the owner that, oh, they actually like this flavor more or that flavor more. Is what smells that actually attract them.
Right.
So there's no
Mm.
no right or wrong. That's why we
Right.
always encourage our customers to, give us the feedback. If the pet don't like this, they can try that.
Mm. Right. Thank you so much for sharing. So, that's what Jovi said. I think the only thing a business owner can do during this time is to use social media to the full advantage and also help the customers to be a part of their entrepreneurship journey. Okay, thank you so much, Jovi, for answering all those questions and your insight as well. So everybody, that was Jovi from Epic Treats sharing about her experience at Tauke Talks, brought to you by RYSE and supported by Citi Foundation. I think for me, what I really take away from this whole thing is how Jovi and Epic Treats actually saw an opportunity in the pet industry and also because of their passion and also their motivation and mission to actually help their customers. That's why they've managed to create such a meaningful business. And I hope all of you also feel as inspired and motivated by Jovi's journey, so that you can help also strive harder in your own uh, personal life and also achieve your goals in life as well. So if you're interested to find out more about Epic Treats, you can always go and visit them via their Facebook and also Instagram at Epic Treats for Pets. And if you have enjoyed this session of Tauke Talks and you would like to find out more about the next Tauke Talks, you can go on and register for the next Talkie Talks happening next week by Adi and Ida. So Adi and Ida is a design maker business that actually do carpentry and do workshops. So if you're interested about how they started the business and their journey, you can go and sign up um, via the bit.ly link, so bit.ly/Tauke Adi Aida. And also, I'd like to introduce to everybody our latest competition, which is Diam Diam Ubi Beresi competition. It's actually a creative competition for poetry, short story, and comic. So if you're a Malaysian between the age of 16 to 28 years old and you feel like you need an outlet to be creative, you can join up this competition, and also the prizes is up to 3,000, so you stand a chance to win that as well. So if you're interested, you can check out this competition via RYSE Program's Instagram or Facebook page. So before we end this session, I'll just show our latest Instagram handle, because now Tauke Talks we have created our own Facebook and also our own Instagram. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming to this Tauke Talks session, everyone, and thank you, Jovie, for sharing today.
Thank you.
All
Have a
right.
good
Thank you,
day, everyone.
everybody. Have a good day.